All right. Welcome all. Welcome to our Wake Up USA movement. And as part of it, every Friday we do the book breakthrough sessions, and each and every uh, week, every Friday, we take one book and one of the powerful books, and we can call it as a kind of um, it's a feeding or giving a treat to the brain, and by allowing a different mastermind to work. So that way, um, each book can really transform our life in much, much greater ways. And that way, this week, we have Jack Canfield's book, and our wonderful, amazing Vinila is going to present about this book. And within such a short time, wow. And looking at this PowerPoint, I am really getting super curious. So each of us are welcome, and let us just take the kind of commitment to ourselves that I am ready for the transformation. I am open, receptive uh, for receiving the miracles from this book, and then we'll get it started. Thank you. Over to you, Vanilla. Rock and shine.
Good morning, everyone. Can you see my screen?
Yes. Maybe you may put it in
Okay.
presentation mode.
Sure. Is this better?
Yes. Awesome.
Okay. Yeah. I've heard one of the books from Jack Canfield last week. A couple of weeks ago, Mahindran had presented, I think, and that's when I got. Or somewhere I noted down this book title. So I was actually listening to a couple of books. One book didn't I didn't get the vibe. So then I switched to this book, and yeah, there were a couple of points that got me interested, and then I thought I'll talk about this book. So the Success Principles by Jack Canfield. Yeah, to be honest, like I didn't read a lot about the author, like like how he came up with this book and all, but a few things looks like he has written more best-selling books like The Chicken Soup for the Soul, and then this one too. There were a lot of copies that got sold. Um, yeah. Mm, oh, okay. Yeah. So the first principle he talked about was take 100% responsibility for whatever happens in your life. So he talks about like you shouldn't blame others, or you shouldn't blame the situation or anything for whatever happens in life, like for anything, like your health or your finances or your emotions, anything, any feeling or anything in your life. You are the person who is solely responsible. So, like, um, so think about it. I know, like, we know about this principle, but then when I listened to it the first time, then I took a step back, and then I thought for a minute, am I really taking responsibility to my thoughts, or to whatever is happening around me, and stuff? So I would want all of us also to like spend a minute, like whenever we are like doing meditation, or whenever we are starting our day, um, like just take a minute and then think about, are we blaming anything, or are we taking responsibility for things in life? So that's the first principle. Then he talks about like clarify your vision, like what do you want in life, like what's your purpose, why are you here, you know? Um, so that's like another driving factor to to like do how we do things in life. Like once we have a clear vision on why we are here and the purpose, then we'll act based upon like the clarity in our thoughts. So for getting to bottom of this, like for us, like he suggested two things. Um, yeah, I wanted to sit down and write as well. So one thing was, like create a vision board, like what do you want, like few images, create a book, a vision board book where you want to see like this is what I want to achieve, like this is where I want to go and stuff. Or like how Mahindran says, like have a journal and then write down like the first like 20, 100 goals that you want to set out for yourself. So, no, we have done it, but then like if it's another reminder for us to, spend some time and then like refine your goals or add more goals to your to your list. So that's what this principle is talking about. Um, then the third principle was believing in yourself. Um, um, sometimes we know what we are capable of doing, but then like the external circumstances or somebody would tell, oh, you're not good at it, this is not your cup of tea. Then you would believe and then you would think, oh, this is not something I can do. So let me, take and that's let me not pursue that, something like that. So the negative thoughts or anything that influences us to like belittle ourselves, to not have the confidence, yeah, don't give in to those. Just I like the video that Mahindran had showed right before this book breakthrough, the visualization. Like that's very powerful, wherein you visualize specifically like what you want to do, where you want to go in life. So that's like a very powerful way of creating what we want in our life. So that's what this principle talks about. And again, the goal setting, um, like almost pretty much like most of the books that we read through, they talk about the smart goals, setting up like smart goals. Like every time I think about the smart goals, like I always go back to Karthik's presentation he did last year, because that was the first time I got exposed to like how clearly he mentioned about setting down, like writing down the goals, very specific, like very clear, clear-cut goals that we need to define for ourselves. So, yeah, one goal, one example that I wrote at that time was, if I want to lose 10 pounds, so write down specific actionable steps that you can take, like exercise like 3 times a week or go running, and then eat healthy. And then I even wrote about having a green juice once a day. So like so for a specific goal, write down like these are the specific steps, actions that I can take to reach that goal. So again, that's one example, but then there are other areas in our life where we need to set our goals, like the finance goals, or like the relationship goals, and career, anything like again, this is again a reminder for us to sit down and then revamp our goals and make sure we are setting some specific actionable goals. And if a goal is like a far-fetched, a long-term goal, make sure you break it down and then do like set take it into a small actionable steps, to go to that goal. He like again, I'm only talking about very small things, but in the book, I actually listened to the audiobook. He talks very deeply about like creating a circle where multiple inner circles, and then like the base of it is the main goal, but then to get to there, you have to create like sub goals, and then created some spokes as well, which are like specific things that we need to do to go and like to finally get that goal. So yeah, he like this was very very inspiring. I know we implement this part of it in our agile coaching, but then again, like listening to them from a different perspective or from a different voice, it just lights up the bulb in your head, like, oh, okay, this might be a different way, or why don't I try that? So that's what I felt when I listened to this. Yeah, again, this is the similar thing. Like once we write down the goals, and then we need to take action, like consistent daily actions for us to reach towards the goal. So again, he mentions about write down your vision and then put it in common places, like in your bathroom or in your desktop, where you spend most of your time, and then you see the goals, and then based on the goals that you have, like once you like twice a day, if you look at them, and then you think about, am I taking action towards that goal, or am I deviating myself, having that as a reminder will help you to take actions to go towards your goal. So again, yeah, to overcome like um, uh, to overcome the procrastination, or like we want to be like perfect and then only we start. Instead of that, it need not be perfect. Like like today, like my presentation is like very far from being a good one, but then I thought I'll just like go with what I have so far. So yeah. So take actions, daily consistent actions to progress towards your goals. So that's this principle. Um, yeah, this principle is about persisting in the face of adversity. Like when I'm sure whenever we, all of us would face like setbacks, we set out to achieving this thing, but then there can be a lot of setbacks, roadblocks, where we can't progress. But that shouldn't be a stopper. We should, keep progressing, and then even that there are setbacks, we should like find a workaround or loop through, and then hop on those roadblocks, and keep going until you reach the goal. So yeah, that was like a good reminder for me. Like I've been like thinking about like the roadblocks that I'm facing with my career, with my job search, and then I was like feeling little down, but then that like this is like my reminder from the universe that this is like just one roadblock that shouldn't stop you, or that shouldn't make you feel down. That's okay. There can be multiple other places where uh, where I can contribute. So no, I'm just going through all these thoughts, and then this reminded me maybe I need to try in a different way. This is not the only way. So something like that. There were a lot of aha moments when I listened to this chapter. Yeah, so again, this is something Mahindran keeps on emphasizing, like how we meet every day of the week. We learn from variety of videos that he plays, and we learn multiple thought processes, and then we do this book reading, which is a different way, and then learning from multiple courses, variety of courses that we sign up for, and where we continuously improve ourselves. So this is again very important for improving ourselves, and then keep progressing towards our goals. That's this principle. And again, this is surrounding ourselves with positive influences. That's again very important thing. We need to have like our core group who would support us, who would guide us, and who would not judge us. They would you know, be there for us and then guide us when we need them. We need to surround ourselves. That's again very important. Uh, yeah. Again, this is another important principle. The gratitude. How we need to like practice gratitude any time of the day, like when we feel down or whenever like things are not working our way, like bringing back this practice of gratitude for what we already have in our life. It would definitely help us, and anchor us towards like other things that we are pursuing. And this visualization again, it was very powerful thing he talked about, where like uh, visualize where you want to this is the goal. And then if you let's say if I want to visit um, he talks about, I think, Eiffel Tower, but for me, let's say I want to visit Hawaii. So like the vision, like the powerful vision, like visualize as if like I'm already on the beach of Hawaii, and then the cool breeze that comes, the fresh air, and then the sand, and then the water, the beach, like everything, like um, keep putting ourselves in that as if like we are already there. What we feel, the sensations, and then the happy feelings that we get, the joy, like visualizing all of that, it will make us feel like we are already there, and then act as if like we are already in that dream, in that goal. That'll as our subconscious mind, like he talks about this reticular activation system, where when once we feed that in our subconscious, somehow like it'll direct us, and then our actions would it would happen in that direction, even though like we have self-doubts or something that will keep on popping up. But then if we keep visualizing that goal as if like it's already happening, or it's uh, we are there, that'll um, that'll be like a very good way of achieving that goal. So yeah, that's what this principle talks about. And I only picked up like 10 principles. So this is again like giving back and giving back to our community or like to our people whom we like think we need to share our success, and we need to spread spread our good deeds. That is something. Keep giving back so that you would get multiple like tenfolds. Like whatever we give back, we get 10 times in return. So that was another powerful principle I thought I'll include. I think that's all I had from this book. Uh, and then some of the things he also talked about is this: start your day like the night before, the powerful routine that we already follow. Like write down the specific things that you want to achieve for the day, then visualize them, combining both like writing down and then visualizing as if like things are going to happen that way. um, so he talks about that, and then the mirror talk that Mahindran also talks about, where you know the affirmations we affirm ourselves, saying I am safe, I'm guided by the universe. Keep affirming ourselves by looking in the mirror, um, looking ourselves in our eyes, and then keep talking. So that is one principle he reminded in this book. And visualization, gratitude. Yeah, so all the good stuff that we know, but then it's another reminder. So again, this is a very good book, and then there are a lot of already like summary already available as well. So if you have some time, yeah, whenever you want to try, it's a good book to listen to. That's it, Mahindran.
Wow, that's amazing, amazing, right, friends? Yeah, how many of you felt? Just put it in your comment in the chat box. How did you feel? Like, if you can have a few words of appreciation for Vanilla, as well as the points what we could really, take. Also, put it in our WhatsApp group and Telegram group and about your learning. Superb, 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 and it's a very powerful book, I can say, and very simple. Yet, just because things are simple, um, because being simple is even more super powerful, like Einstein says, right? So all these are very simple principles, and many of them, or almost all of them, we have been practicing it every day. Yeah. I'll give a quick summary, and then I'll just pass on to others to provide, inputs. Any of you, few of you, or all of you can just share. Yeah. So good, good, good. See, one thing is about, what the book shares about. And then the second more important thing is how that can stay in us, in our spirit, and then how we can really make it into execution, right? That's a very important element of it. Otherwise, the book really fails doing its job, or the author fails doing its job, right? And more than that, I would say that reader fails the job of, how we can really not taken into application, because knowledge is powerful, but it's just a potential power, not a real power, right? To take the real power. So today, in my summary, along with that each chapter, I'm also going to give some affirmations. Yeah, please note down those affirmations and see that if we can even revisit it, at least for the next 7 days or 21 days. Like, you can start with 1 week, and then you can make it into 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you can even add it into your affirmation library, right? So that way, like, we'll have affirmation is very, very powerful, right? As Vanilla shared from the book, it's also going to say, and I'm really, really, appreciating wholeheartedly that, within such a short time, Vanilla has really, picked up first another book, and then found this book even more like getting the vibe. How many of you noticed it? Now, she was saying that, yeah, maybe that other book, whatever. We don't need to know the title also, but whatever. Like, we didn't get that. But this is what we call as a energetic alignment, right? If we don't have that energetic alignment, then it's okay. Even after reading the 10 pages of that book, any book, and then you can just keep it away, and then unless it's bringing that energy. So I wanted to see that, how each of we have, I mean, Vanilla has really fueled that energy into each of us through this book, right? Through Jack Canfield. So I'm just going to take a couple of minutes, to just share with the example. If possible, I'll also try giving an example. Vanilla has given beautiful examples in one relating her own personalized examples also. Thank you, Vanilla. That's amazing. All right. So the success principles by Jack Canfield. Yeah. The first chapter is about taking 100%. Our success first principle, let me put it that way. First principle is about taking the 100% responsibility. This is one of our code of honor as well, right? So we follow this COR, 100% committed, 100% taking ownership, 100% taking the responsibility. For example, rather blaming the economy for, oh, this is the kind of situation, it's creating a lot of turmoil. I mean, it happened, the economy comes down and then goes up, comes down, goes up, even like our bank balance, even like our hours of productivity. Just sometimes, you're feeling the high energy, sometimes a little low. It all happens. But rather blaming it, yeah, just taking the complete responsibility for improving our skills. Even, for example, if you're looking for a job and other things, like, having that kind of, right, I mean, enhancing our skills or even showcasing our skills, and, right networking and various other ways. I mean, if we can just take the responsibility, the moment we take the responsibility, that it will change the rule of the game, right? So that way, the affirmation for that, I can say, I am the creator of my life. Yeah. I take 100% or the full or total responsibility for my thoughts, actions, and results. Yeah, you can note it down. Yeah, all of you friends, whomever is in the Zoom. I am, even those who may listen to this recording later also, in case if you missed the session, please listen as if you are listening as a one-on-one. Yeah, note it down. I'm taking 100% responsibility for my thoughts, action, and result, which means my life, and I am the creator of my life. All right. The second one is to clarify your vision. So how we can really clarify your vision? Yes, if our goal is to become, or you want to get that particular specific outcome, and then you visualize from there, right? If you want to achieve that summit, right? For example, the Himalayan summit. Yeah, just start, working, like begin with the end in mind, like Stephen Covey says in his book. Begin with the end outcome in mind, and then start visualizing it. Yeah, that's what it is. Then you have a complete vision around it. You are visualizing by you playing that role, like, as a hero or heroine, main character of that movie, whatever you are creating. And in that, how you are really thriving. For example, if you want to become a successful entrepreneur, yeah, visualize yourself as running a business and making a positive impact and enjoying that, that location freedom, time freedom, and money freedom, and everything, and how you are really doing it, right? So the affirmation, what I can share for this particular principle, success principle, I have a clear vision of my ideal life, of my ideal goals, and I am committed to make my vision into a reality. Yeah, it's not just going to be a vision and then not taking any action. Yeah, you are taking that responsibility by applying the first principle along with the second principle. And then the third principle is about setting that goal. So what example we can say? Yeah, like Vanilla mentioned, it could be about, bringing the fitness goal into your mind, like, either losing that extra weight or setting the a goal um, that yes, I am working on, like, losing maybe 10 pounds. And within that particular specific timeline, maybe, in 3 months' time, but exercising at least 3 times a week, yeah, and eating the balanced food and being part of the right company, yeah, something like that. And then the affirmation can be I set, like in the smart style, right? Smart goals. I set specific, achievable goals and take consistent action to accomplish them. Yeah, something of that kind. Or you can set your own affirmation also. Then the fourth principle is developing the unwavering confidence. What is it? Yeah. And many times you need to be aware of what are the self-doubt you have while creating your goal, creating your vision, and what are the abilities you already have, but you think you may not have, right? And for example, this sharing the presentation, Vanilla beautifully shared that, it's about, taking actions. Yes, just believed in that. And I'm sure because many times our intention itself can drive when our intention is so pure, high, and big, and that will definitely do its work, right? Something like the seed. And when the seed is so powerful, and when we put it and then nurture it, and whatever we can do in that moment, that's why you can note it down as one of our coaching inputs also. You want to take, like, you remember the fly principle, right? Fast learning, instant implementation. That's the reason I felt okay, maybe we'll also share some affirmation for each and every chapter today. Yeah. Sorry, I'm taking little extra time, but I want really these beautiful principles to really stick with in each of us. Yeah. Okay, when the seed is so powerful, when all you need to do is just continue watering it, continue taking care of it, continue doing it, and then without any doubt, oh, I am seeding it, is it going to be working? And all this self-doubt, limitation, or um, like allowing somebody else to look low on you or whatever, right? So we don't want to have our past success determining our future success, right? Basically, many times when people achieve a little bit, they stop bringing more new achievements. Yeah, we don't want to be in that. The same way, your old failure, past failure, cannot really hinder your future success. So we want to just take care of it, right? So the affirmation could be, I believe in myself. Yeah. And I believe in my abilities. I am confident in my capacity to overcome challenges, any challenges. And I am in the pathway of achieving my goals, right? Something like that. And then it's basically about, building the confidence and how you really talk to yourself. And that matters. Yeah. And then the next principle was about how we can have the positive attitude. We all know that, yeah, whenever you face any kind of setback in life, you want to see it as, or seize it as, seize, like SEIZ. You want to seize that opportunity. Oh, wow, there is something to learn from here. Oh, there is some better ways of doing it here. So that means the failure is not a failure till you accept it as a failure, right? So, and then the affirmation can be, okay, I choose to focus on the learning from this, yeah, or the positive and possibilities. We say in our angel coaching, not just being positive, it's about bringing the possibilities, looking at the possibilities. What are the possibilities? Okay, so I choose to focus on the possibilities in my life. I'm so very joyful and grateful for the abundance of blessings which comes. Even the, because that failure is not making you without um, uh, existing. You still have your life. You're still able to breathe. You're still able to have both of your hands, legs, the entire body, your mind, your beautiful resources, and so much is there. Right? You can still do it. Yeah, it's not that you are not done yet. Yeah, you are not done yet. And you remember the yet principle, and then we can do it. Yeah. Then the other few principles will just take about taking action instead of keep on pushing it forward. or like putting it off for future, just take action. Yeah. And thanks, Vinila, for bringing this book. And then you decided, yeah, even though like you would be busy with other work and various other things, you just committed a few weeks before, and then you just take it, right? The same way, each of us, even though you had a choice, to go sleep, and this early morning you got up and then just to show up, that's the kind of, you already been through the procrastination. So how you do anything, that's how we do everything, right? And then take that immediate action towards your goals and dreams. And as long as we keep moving forward, onward, upward, you remember? Yeah. And we can just, keep moving. So the affirmation can be, I am proactive. I am a decision maker. I am committed. I take consistent action, and I keep moving forward, onward, upward. I keep taking that next possible steps towards my goals and dreams. You get the point? And then, how many of you found it useful? Just give me a thumbs up. Yeah. Just 3 more points we'll share and then over. Then the persistence. Persist in the face of adversity. In case of any setback or a rejection or a resistance, you remember many of them are self-created, not outside created, right? So we want to be aware of and then remind yourself that anybody can face the setback. Anybody, right? Any kid, even before they start running, walking, and how many times the kid falls and then falls, race. It's not about keep on sticking where we failed or fall, but we want to always get back and then start. So the affirmation can be, I am resilient, I am persistent. Yeah, this I am is a very powerful, we can always link with that. Any book you read or any activity, any learning you do, just see that we can. That's the reason I just wanted to share this, that every chapter, every book, even from this, even if you can take one activity which can really take you to move forward confidently into the next step, that will be, the purpose is done with this, right? So I look at challenges as my opportunity. I see the growth which are hidden in that steps. You get the point, right? So in case of any such failback, setback, it's about looking. It just needs some sort of rewords, like a restart, a relook, or a re-engineer. You get the point, right? So we can always relook at it, and then when we do it next time, we can do it much better and greater. And that's what it is. And then how we can have a continuous improvement means we want to be the continuous student, the lifelong student, and we want to invest our time in making us, not breaking us. Yeah. So, and then for that, one affirmation is, I am committed to be the lifetime learner, lifelong learner. Yeah. See, people, we have seen, right, how many people have given up, even though they have so much of potential, so much of thing, but they give up. But when you really, come forward and then, just take that as a kind of continuous spirit, because it's something like a cycling. I remember, I'm sure each of you would remember, just a kind of recollecting our memory. You remember this saying? Life is like a bicycling, right? Cycling. And as long as you keep pedaling, you keep moving forward. If you don't pedal, what happens? Then you will just stop there, right? Wherever it is. And it's something like that. And in case if you're not getting the result, just look back. Are you taking right steps or actions? Are you really putting your efforts? If not, then something which we can do it ourselves, right? The same way. You want continuous learning, continuous upgrading, upskilling, is a very important thing, right? So the affirmation is that, yeah, I am 100% committing myself to be a lifetime student, lifelong learner. And then building the supportive relationship. Yes. Are you really surrounded? Now you all are here. Yeah. So being part of this means your life is really, getting into that upward movement. Yeah. Yes, surrounding yourself with that right mentors, right friends, colleagues, or who can really are the people, the family members, the surrounding. even including your own bookshelf, your own the documentary what you watch, and the kind of walk you go, your running shoes or walking shoes or whatever, right? Everything is your partner, and then you want to have that kind of right and supportive relationship. Even your journal can be your partner. Even this video can be your partner, and that way you can always take us. So the affirmation can be, I attract the positive and supportive relationships or the people in my life. I am surrounded by that individuals who believe in my dreams, who can encourage my success. And at least, you want to have some group where you're just understood, even without any judgment. You're completely, and if you don't have that, what happens? Yeah, that's the reason, we always, we continue repeating again and again that don't get into that kind of, complaint zone or regret zone or a guilt zone or, the feel of any of those low vibe zone. Yeah. So you want to just, get into that. And a couple of weeks before we have, in our sessions, we have seen, right, how we can raise ourselves into the God mode. Yeah. The divine mode. And each of us are the divine, whether you believe it or not, you are the divine. And once you really operate from the power, yeah, not from the powerlessness, and we want to operate from the power, then it's completely will shift the game. So then the last principle, we shared through this author is about give back. Even this, taking volunteering yourself to come, yeah, I'm going to present this book. It's an amazing give back, my dear friends. Yeah, and you are really sharing some key takeaway. It's a give back, and people, even each of you, sometimes you're not able to attend the session, but if how nice it would be if someone has really shared that one uh, key takeaway, right? Which is a kind of give back. And give back can be of multiple ways, giving your time, giving your knowledge, giving your whatever on the efforts, yeah, or learning, making someone to learn, yeah. And you could really remember, right? So I'm sure, this book, you can really remember any number of times, or anytime, you think about this book, you can, whether you think about Jack Canfield or not, I'm sure you will think about vanilla, right? Yes. And that's what Naveen also shared, right? So one of our members, presenting about, our Think and Grow Rich. And one session really, like, just strike her, right? So something like that. So each of you can create that kind of impact through your giving. Because the more and more we give, the more and more we receive. That's what is the secret, right? So I am just the kind of affirmation which I wanted to conclude as I am generous giver. I'm a compassionate giver. I am a happy and a loving giver. Yeah. And I give my time, efforts, sometimes if needed, maybe that for the right people, that little money can create the huge impact, right? Like each of you or many of you have even, contributed, being part of our Energy Giving project. And we had given, so much for either this food donation, or whether it's a old age home, whether it is planting the tree or whatever the efforts, right? So we are going to do more in this 2024 and beyond, and stay tuned and be part of it. And so when we just gracefully, peacefully, so lovingly give, and the abundance will just come in multi X ways, right? Like Vanilla shared about, it can come back in 10 times, more than 10 times, it will just come back. So the more and more, and what are you going to give? Yeah, this book breakthrough is one such opportunity. We wanted to do it. So I took a little extra time, got excited, and I want to see that, maybe, wow, such a powerful, the um, a PowerPoint presentation and various things, and it should really reach out more people. That's what I felt, and will feel free to share this learning to others as well. That also is one way of giving. Yes, back to few of you. Any of you can just unmute and say, share what is your breakthrough, what is your takeaway from this, and then we'll conclude. We may also play a tagging game. Yeah. Make everyone involved. Yeah. So one person share and then invite other person. You want to say yes to the opportunity. Just on a fun note, is my internet working?
What's that, Mahindra? I missed it.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead, Ashok.
No, I didn't get the last part you just said. So
Yeah. Just go ahead, share the key takeaways or what point you resonated with you or anything you wanted to say about this book.
yeah, it was like bringing everything together, Mahindra. Yeah, I think all the principles, all the stuff which we have been talking all throughout. I think taking 100% responsibility, 100% commitment, 100% ownership. All those principles were all adapt and very clear and very concise, and I think he has presented it very well. I think he has like 30 principles, 52 principles or something. And, all those principles are amazing. Absolutely. Thanks, Manila. Thanks for the awesome presentation.
Beautiful. Thank you, Ashok. Whom you want to tag? Or anybody can unmute and speak.
Wonderful presentation, Vanilla. Actually, I just joined little late, but definitely I'll go back and see the recordings. So, what my key takeaway is like the power of visualization and believe it, and especially the gratitude. That's where I joined when you were talking. Really, those were the things we were doing in this Energize journey. I can say from the last year. So everything again, we put it together in a presentable way. It was really a good choice of book, Vanilla. And thanks for your time for this presentation. And I'll definitely go back and review on this video. Thank you.
Yes, Priya. Want to share next? Yes, feel free to unmute and share.
Vanilla, very, very well done. And that too in such a short time. Loved all the examples you shared and, how we can break through and achieve. Thanks for bringing this back. It's just that we have to be focused and continue on the journey and not get distracted, which is where I was. So thank you for sharing so I can start focusing on the right things again. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, India. Yeah, one word you said about get back or coming back and reconnect with the process, with the goal, the habit. Many times, we build it and how we can really connect back so that the next start will be even more amazing. Yeah. Yes. Looking at the today as the first day for the rest of the life. Yeah. Superb. Yeah. Anybody else want to say? Share. Swapna. Sudha.
Hello, good morning. No specific key takeaways. There were so many actually, but I just loved the whole presentation. And I haven't read this book, and actually after seeing about him and listening about the Chicken Soup for Soul and all of the other books too, I'm really intrigued. So thank you, Vindhya, for sharing this book. And I love how you covered the aspects of the book too. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Miss Sudha would be able to talk, or anybody else. All right. Yeah, we'll conclude. Maybe Vanilla, would you like to give any other summary points before we conclude?
No, Mahindran, but thank you for those affirmations. Yeah, thank you. I really enjoyed it. I am going to send them over so it can help others as well. The affirmations.
Awesome. Great. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you for pushing me to read this book. I have been slacking, so I'm back now.
Amazing. You did so well, and it's not just talking about the book, right? So you took that effort in preparing such a beautiful PowerPoints, and that's so nice. So nice. Thank you for doing this. So who is committed for next week? Just will give a soft reminder for them. Feel free to.
Yeah, it's me, Mahindra.
Yeah, Sugapriya, and then after that, Ashok. Yeah.
Oh, great. Sure. Yeah, let's keep this, the spirit alive and keep going. Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you, and you have a great, fabulous, rest of the day, rest of the week, month, year, life ahead. Yeah. Thank you. See you all on top.
Mahindra, one thing I just want to tell.
Yeah, sure.
Just can you do the signs of getting rich, the second part, because I feel it's too much vague for me. So I thought of selecting some other book for my book.
Yeah, you can choose another book.
Yes.
See what resists is what persists, right? So maybe I mean no hurry or pressure or no need to do it immediately. Just do it at your own pace. Like do the second book, and then you can pick and choose. And if you want, like we can even present it together. So I'm always open for that. And so why I'm saying is this: see this book breakthrough whenever we do it, right? And the one who present would be more beneficial. You'll agree? Yeah. And that's the best part about it. And then, you get some time. It's like, you have a dating with that book. You have a kind of, time share, mind share with that book. And that way, what happened is it will do the magic. So one is about, others listening to it, but the presenter, I want each of us, to have that as an opportunity. And then we can always, get to hear, the multiple perspective about the book and various things. Anyhow, even if you don't ask also, I'm going to do it still, like we did this success principles, right? I was still kind of, going through certain things because this is also part of the coaching, right? And we want to make, sure that the most cream is being taken out. So sometimes the repetition is the mastery, right? What we repeat. That's how the skill is developed. Any skill, look at any skill in your life, friends. The skill has been learned how many times? Not just once, multiple times. Like how many times you have in our school times, or in our younger age, we kept on writing, and then we got better at it. Kept on reading, we got better at it. even learning any new language or learning any new skill. That's how it is. So see that no pressure at all, and just do it later, or just call me, and I will go present it also if needed. Okay, but I want you to get the share. It's like a shareholder. You got it, Sugapriya. I am pushing you a little bit for good.
Yes, Mahendra.
See, knowingly, unknowingly, that book has landed to you. That means it is going to, that author is going to talk to you, or that principles from that book maybe has some important message, like an angelic message, right, for you. So I want you to get that mindset. I want you to get that benefit of it. That's the reason.
Okay, sure.
Good deal? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. We'll co-present it if needed. Yeah. Sure. All right, friends. So even I'll just give another coaching tip. We'll conclude. In life, many times I know one person. I forgot the name though. Based out of Delhi. Yeah, Delhi. Has one. I mean, a big office. It's a very big company, and in that, she kept one room, and it will have a name CEO. Yeah, CEO of that office. We'll all think that okay, she is the CEO, right? But the way she put it, that room, and she made God as a CEO. And if believe me, yeah, each of us means literally made God as a CEO, and she goes and she's a kind of main person behind it, or a co-founder. Even each of us are the co-founders of our own goal, and we want to keep that God or a divine, or what are the bigger source you believe in it, like a universe, as our co-partner. When you keep that co-partner, is there any possibility that you will miss it? No way, right? So the same way, any activity we do, give at least that 1%. You remember in our childhood times, I still remember my dad used to make us to do as a practice, my mom and dad. And even in that plantain leaf we eat, right? The big part of that food is kept it at the side of the fountain leaf. And so that that will be given to the ants or birds or something, right? So in the summertime, especially in India or even here, it's going to be soon. Keeping the little water for birds also is a kind of divine, right? So something like that. What I'm trying to say, the point what I am trying to bring is, keep at least 1% shareholder as a god or a divine or something. Then you will have that equal accountability. Yeah, even here also, right? So I can also just read it all by myself. Yeah, and each of you are the kind of shareholder here. And when we keep, that's the kind of accountability too, right? So accountability, and keep you being accountable, each of us. I'm just giving a coaching input. Each of us being accountable for our goal. And there is another shareholder as a co-partner, as a divine, is ready to support you. Yeah. Even that is scary, to present the book. And wasn't it like it just happened? Yeah, like a magic. The same way. Till yesterday also, you may not know that you are going to learn from this book, correct? But the magic happens because we take that challenge. We say yes to that opportunity. But how many of us are saying yes to that opportunity, right? In many things. In our life, in general also. So say yes to that opportunity with the belief that there is a divine as a partner. Then you'll not be scared. Yes, friends? Yeah, all of you got it. Sudha, Ashok, India. Thank you for asking that. Sometimes, as a coach, it's my responsibility to push you to get the next level. And you're not alone. That's the best part about it, right? You're not alone. I am with you. Each of us are with you. The divine is with you. We should never, ever feel that we are alone. Only when we get into that, then the ego switches. Yeah, then ego thinks that, oh, only I can do, or oh, I cannot do. Both. It's a effect by the ego only. Yeah, the ego lets you to feel as if you are so weak, or the ego lets you to feel as if only you can do, nobody else can do. Both are dangerous, right? So we want to always feel that we are united, connected, and it's a contribution. In that case, it's a collaboration. There's no competition. If you look at the world as a competition, then only it's a challenge. There is so much. There are billions of people. There are billions of opportunities, trillions of opportunities in everything. Yes. All right. Thank you. Yeah, for those who are listening to this, feel free to jump and then be part of it, be part of the game. And we are co-creating our life much better, greater. Especially this year, we have the theme as a quantum leap, and every tiny little action we take, every tiny little thought we create is going to take us towards that. All right. Until see you again. Anybody has any question? It's also a little Friday, so we are having a little extra time. Unless no other questions or anything, any other sharing, any other breakthrough, share. If not, we will conclude. And stay tuned. This weekend, we are going to have some special session. I'll let you know, mostly on Sunday morning, US time. All right. All right, friends, until see you again. Chin up, cheer up, and keep shining. See you all on top.